Friday, April 21st, 2023, morning edition. This entire video is AI generated daily. Now, this day in history.
43 BC Battle of Mutina. Mark Antony is again defeated in battle by Aulus Hirtius, who is killed. Antony fails to capture Mutina, and Decimus Brutus is murdered shortly after. 1782. The city of Ratanakosin, now known internationally as Bangkok, is founded on the eastern bank of the Chao Phraya River by King Buddha Yodfa Chulalongkorn. 1914 Ipiranga incident. A German arms shipment to Mexico is intercepted by the U.S. Navy near Veracruz. And now on to today's news.
SpaceX Starship rocket launches in historic test but explodes mid-flight. CNBC. AI summary of this story. SpaceX launched its Starship rocket for the first time in South Padre Island, Texas, but the rocket exploded in mid-flight, falling short of reaching space. No crew were on board, and SpaceX leadership emphasized the experimental nature of the launch. Despite the failed launch, the company considered the test a success because the rocket flew for nearly 4 minutes and successfully separated from the Super Heavy booster, a key in-flight milestone. Starship is designed to carry cargo and people beyond Earth and is critical to NASA's plan to return astronauts to the moon.
Stocks sink, Tesla plummets 8%, stock market news today, Yahoo Finance, AI summary of this story. The U.S. stock market closed lower on Thursday due to weaker than expected quarterly profits at Tesla and mixed earnings data, as well as softer than expected housing and jobs reports. Tesla's gross margins of 19.3% in Q1, which were lower than Wall Street's estimate, negatively impacted its stock, causing traditional automakers making a push into EVs to also decline. Guggenheim Securities VP of Automotive Equity Research believes that Tesla has put a lot of supply in place, which needs to find a buyer.
Home sales fell in March amid volatility in mortgage rates. CNBC, AI summary of this story. Sales of previously owned homes dropped 2.4% in March compared to February due to a significant increase in mortgage interest rates. Buyers are increasingly sensitive to even daily moves in mortgage rates, especially with historically high home prices. March sales were likely based on contracts signed in January and February when rates were volatile. Home sales are still trying to recover and are highly sensitive to changes in mortgage rates, according to the National Association of Realtors.
Yemen, almost 80 die in Ramadan crush at Sana'a school. BBC, AI summary of this story. A crowd crush at a school in Afghanistan was caused by the closure of the main gate, forcing people to gather in a narrow street, a witness said. The people in the queue were pushed up against those trying to leave, resulting in the deadly crush.
Tesla shares sink as Musk's sales pushed by price cuts hurts margins. Readers, AI summary of this story. Tesla's stock fell by nearly 10% after CEO Elon Musk indicated continued efforts to cut prices despite already low margins to boost demand. This caused the electric car maker to lose over $50 billion of its market capitalization. Tesla's gross margins fell in the first quarter, missing analysts' estimates. The company has already lowered prices 6 times in 2022 and plans to prioritize sales growth over profits. At least 15 analysts lowered their price targets after Tesla's announcement. Fears of an escalating price war also affected other automakers.
Oakland Athletics signed binding agreement to purchase Las Vegas ballpark site. Team says KGO TV, AI summary of this story. The Oakland Athletics baseball team has signed a binding agreement to purchase land in Las Vegas for a new stadium site. The A's have been working on a plan to build a new ballpark at Howard Terminal in Oakland with the city officials, but have not made much progress. With no new agreement with the city of Oakland, the team has chosen to move to Las Vegas, where they have secured a site close to the Strip. The A's hope to break ground by next year and have their new home by 2027.
Russia-Ukraine war at a glance. What we know on day 421 of the invasion. The Guardian, AI summary of this story. NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg has said that Ukraine's future lies in NATO during his first visit to the country since Russia's invasion 14 months ago. Stoltenberg pledged continued military support for Ukraine, stating that NATO allies had trained tens of thousands of Ukrainian troops and provided Euro 65 $71.31 billion of military aid alone. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky also called on NATO to invite Ukraine to become a member and give it a time frame for accession.
2023 NFL mock draft, C.J. Stroud, Anthony Richardson fall below top 10. 3 defenders go in first 5 picks. CBS Sports. AI summary of this story. The upcoming NFL draft may not be very good and is predicted to result in the most incorrect mock drafts in history. It will be a plain draft with 4 quarterbacks and few top-heavy stars. The cornerbacks and edge rushers may be good, but the draft class doesn't have a lot of greatness. It's not surprising since we've been heading that way in recent years. The idea of some quarterbacks dropping in the draft should be considered, as past players like Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen were drafted beyond the top picks.
Hope you enjoyed today's artificial intelligence-generated news digest. For more, please subscribe, hit the bell button to activate notifications, and make sure to tune in next time. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers.